So how many of us carry around one of these and then try to take it apart without losing those tiny little screws? Well, this is Journey Tool Co. So what you guys think of that intro? Brian and I spent 4 hours putting that together for that short little amount of time, but oh, it turned out so good. I'm so excited about it as we evolve behind the designs and go see our customers. That just was the cherry on top to get me all pumped and motivated. So let's set this thing up. Gotta tape off this thing here. Figured I'd take a little bit of time, and you know, when I started Parsons Designs in 2012, essentially it was just a way I thought I maybe want to make my own brand, or didn't really have a clear idea what I want to do. But when I got out of college, I was like, there's a way to print on t-shirts and reproduce my artwork. That'd be fun. So as I started doing it, I ended up meeting a lot of small businesses and small business owners, and that's what gave me the idea, as I got to kind of talk with them and learn about their businesses and like really suck in all the information of what they've done in their careers and their businesses, all the failures and successes and stuff. It just got me motivated to like print for small business, and especially all you guys that are just starting out and need a logo and stuff. That just gets me pumped. So that's why we're doing Behind the Design. So I'm gonna get this thing taped up and let's print some t-shirts. Alright guys, so we're here on site at Journey Tool Co., where my buddy Aaron manufactures these really cool tools to make sure that you don't lose those parts for all your knives and stuff. So here's some of the tray options and things like that he makes. So like, what gave you the idea to do this, man? This is awesome.
Well, you know, I started out just loving everyday carry gear, loving pocket knives, and you know, one of the things that you have to do is you have to maintain them. You have to take them apart, make sure you get all the pocket lint out of them, you know, sharpen the blade, everything. And I do that at the kitchen table, and you know, I'd take it apart and I'd lose a piece. It'd go rolling across the floor. The dogs would eat it. I don't know what happened, but you just can't find it.
Yeah.
And you know, just taking apart a $200 pocket knife on a 10-cent paper towel didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I thought there's got to be a better way. And that's kind of where I had the idea from. And wasn't my intent to have it be a product that would be take off like it has. It was more of like a product that I thought would be easy to mill. I was kind of wrong. It's a little harder than I thought it was, but
yeah. I see you got this great big piece of machinery back here that he makes all this stuff on.
yeah. That thing's was quite an investment, but it's definitely been well worth it. It's been a lot of fun. So
one thing here with behind the design, what I love is like the passion that people have for. There's a need that small parts, so they fall over the ground there, and so he's like, I'm going to solve that problem. That's essentially why we all go into business in the first place, is to meet the needs and solve the problems of our customers, in Aaron's case, himself, which I'm convinced now, because in the meantime, since he did this, he made me this really sweet Benchmade bug out knife. Yeah, I love it. And I've had it every day and since we've had that, and I've been using this, and it's quite dirty. So I think maybe we'll use his product, take these knives apart, and hopefully not drop any parts.
Sounds good. Let's
put
do
them in
it.
use.
So today we'll take apart this Benchmade bailout. This is one of the ones I carry around with me daily. It's been neglected a little bit. So, but the nice thing about this tray is I can just hold the knife right over it, let the parts fall, and then organize them there as soon as I get one side of the knife taken care of. Everything's fallen, and now I can take it, put all the parts in one compartment. I know these all came from my show side of the knife, and then I can move on to my clip side. And again, just getting the parts organized. From there, just pulling out your pivot. There you have it, the insides of a bailout. So from here you can get yourself all cleaned up. You can take the blade over, get it sharpened, and be ready to get rolling again. I like to work with 2 different bit drivers at the same time. It makes it so that you got working with your T8s and your T6s. You don't have to be fumbling over different bits. So you just have 2 ready to go at any time, and you swap them out if you happen to run into an odd size screw.
One thing I really like and is super useful, and you designed this, right?
Yeah.
The fact that this can spin, you got your knife comes out like this, and then you're like, oh, I need this one. You put them. I already got them in order right there, and it's super functional.
That was the idea. Is I wanted it to be a functional layout to where nothing would be in the way, and a quick little spin, and you can get to what you need. There's no.
Just comes right on there. That's great.
I wanted everything to work together to where it was a one-stop solution. So you've got your driver, the Turris, the Vortex, as well as our next generation of maintenance trays. That, eventually, we'll be replacing out everything else that we've done now, because it serves multiple purposes. One of the things we haven't talked about yet is that these trays actually work as a dump tray as well. So you can throw it on your nightstand when you're not using it for maintenance.
Absolutely.
And you can unload your pockets at the end of the day and get yourself ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the design and this.
Well, I wanted to make a bit driver. It was actually one of the first things I wanted to make. Once I had made the tray, and I wanted to make something to go along with the tray. And it was a lot of trial and error to figure this out. I have a 3-axis mill. Mm-hmm. These aren't typically used for making round parts.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a little bit, I don't know all the rules. I'm not a machinist. So I don't know all the rules of how to make things correctly. Mm-hmm. And I had to kind of invent my own rules as far as what would work and how to make it work using a machine that conventionally isn't used in this fashion. And so, it was a journey, and I kind of wanted to call this the journey. But I was like,
the journey.
Yeah, it just didn't quite feel right. And I've got some Irish heritage in me, and so I was like, what is journey in Irish? And it's tourist, and that's how the name came up.
Tourist.
So a little trivia there for you: the tourist isn't just something random; it's actually Irish for journey.
I love the name Journey Tool Co. I think all of us as business owners is like just to be on the journey, the adventure, and everything that we love about our businesses, what we're passionate about. Is like that's what just kind of just motivates me, gets me pumped doing what I do. And overall, just the design of it itself is absolutely like pleasing and functional. And I'm a sucker for designs. It's like design's my thing. So man, you just did a good job. You knocked out of the park with this.
Hey, thanks, man. It's a passion, and I design stuff for myself first, and everybody else second. And if I like it, that's all that matters to me at this point. And we're just taking it one day at a time.
This is a great way to start. So, what do you say, guys? We take a look around the shop, see some of the tools, the functions, maybe take a behind the design look of how all stuff is made.
Let's do it, bud. Let me show you around.
So this function that he's setting up right now, that little pink dot on there is a probe that tells the machine where the tool is that he puts in the soft jaws that he manufactured, tools to make tools. So he made those himself so that he can set up the rig and run, what do you got, 2, 4, 6 of them in there at a time?
Yeah, can run 6 at a time currently. Hopefully we'll be able to come up with some new solutions eventually to run even more to keep up with the demand that everybody's keeps wanting from me. But for now, that's what I've got, and we're running with it. So,
hey, and for you ladies watching, these might be some really cool gift ideas for your men. Just saying. So that was pretty cool to see the machines work and a little behind the design look of the manufacturing of Journey Tool Co. So here's all the parts. What do we do next?
So from here, you saw that we just went ahead and manufactured the body of the Tourist. And it's basically a complete unit now. It's ready to assemble, with the exception of a lot of finish work. We still have to. I would still normally go through and bead blast this, and take it over to the manual lathe and polish it up a little bit more. But from here, we'd be recessing in our magnets for retaining our bits. We'd select what type of bearing we wanted to use. as well as what type of cap. We've got several different options for caps. We've got copper, we've got brass, titanium, and then of course aluminum that's been anodized. So there's at this point it just comes down to the finishing choices of how do we want this to look when we're all done.
Yeah, what do we prefer, man?
So
and this black, that's pretty cheery, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Just feels good in your hands. So how can people get your gear?
Well, easiest way is to go to journeytoolco.com. That's where I keep the website stocked as best as I can. It usually sells out pretty quick. So if you follow me on Instagram, journeytoolco.com, that's where I will announce when I restock the website, when I make those drops available, and so everybody has a fair chance all at the same time to go in and try and grab it. So
heck yeah, that's a great way for manufacturing. So there you guys heard it. Check out journeytoolco.com. Go on Instagram, like, follow, subscribe. Yeah, speaking of subscribe, he just started a YouTube channel, which we're gonna link all this stuff up together as we continue to grow behind the designs and feature more small businesses. The passion that you guys doing what you love, and just out there killing it, and just check out the channel, and we'll try to link everything below. And thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.